Okay, it says that I'm live. Oops, hang on. Okay, it says I'm live, so I'm going to go ahead and do the dreaded thing of clocks. So there's one clock. Here's another clock. Right, they're more or less going now. And okay, that's over here now. And yay. Okay, let's see who's here. Hey Rich, how's it going? Hey Stephanie, how are you today? I did have a good day. It's good to see you. No, it's clear. Hey, how's it going? Hey Jed, how's it going? So I'm, I guess I could just, oh no, what did I do with, I don't see my paintbrush, or not the paintbrush, but the craft brush. I must have moved it to somewhere. Well, maybe it'll turn up during one of the breaks or something. Maybe it's under some crap over there in the corner of my desk. In any case, hey Fafum, how's it going? Thanks for coming by. It's good to have you. And so, well, you know, as has kind of become my habit, I think I'm gonna switch over to do some Octortle, just because it's the daily game and I haven't played those today yet. So let's do that, just because I said so, and I'm a tyrant. And there we are. Okay, so now if I come over to here, and what do I have? I need, that one is probably exist, isn't it? Okay. That one is probably Apple. Nope. Oh, Apple. Okay, I can't make any more mistakes, can I? Nope, that's it. Yeah, more or less. I mean, there was some bruises and scratches, nothing horrible. And more of, you know, like, okay, it's time to keep a couple of them apart for a while, just because, well, that's what it is. Yeah, but thanks for asking, Stephanie, but nobody was critically harmed or anything like that. More just a pain in the butt. Huh. Oh, I bet. Here we are. And that's that one. Okay. And that's going to be this, isn't it? Nope. What is it then? Oh, pouch. Well, I can't finish these because I don't have enough. What do we have there? Yeah, okay. Can't win them all. Actually, I don't do so well on the rescue on this. I think I probably said that before. Oops. Come on, Bill. Type better than that. Alright. I don't know, what do you think? React. Choke. is probably stock. Hey, Benny on top. Cute name. I'm not sure at all what it means, but I think that one is probably ounce, isn't it? What do you know? Oh, that one is going to be isolated. There we go. Stock Savoy, I think probably. What are those two down there then? I don't see what that one is. The very last one. It could be. What could that one be? Huh. Well, I don't know what it is. I'm going to put in Midge just to see. Nothing. Alright, that didn't help me at all. Well, I guess there's misery loves company in that regard, Stephanie. Baton? Okay, let's try that. Voila. Thank you, Betty on top. And what in the world? What is that one? What is that one? Oh, hey, how's it going? So, Drago, you got any ideas what this is? Since you're new to here, or just got here, or whatever. I'm just not seeing it. Huh. I'm half tempted to just put in anything just to, get the answer. You know what I mean? Just throw in the towel so I can get the answer. I could use the tool. Huh. use the tool. I'm stuck. Let's see if we can get something out of the tool. So what do we have? We just have U and O. That's it, huh? All right. Well, let's go to the tool. And we have U and O. And we don't know anything about what starts and stops. Let's go get the... so I want to eliminate E. And, okay, so eliminating... Right, and then... oh, everything in the second row, that's... all right. And almost everything in the last row, too. All right, and it's 5 letters, and here we go. Pop up. Oh, man. Now I feel silly. How many of you feel silly? I feel silly. Especially, you know, holy mackerel. I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember, but way back when in the early days of the internet, man, pop-ups would just, especially off of, you know, things like porn or gaming sites or anything, just be like, be crazy. It was nuts. Okay, so we did the extreme. Let's do the classic, I guess. Hey, blue collar, how's it going? Is that going to be croc or crook? I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and put in plum. Alright, is that going to be slang then? Yay. That one's going to be clean. That's going to be slosh. Oops. Slosh. There we go. Bool. Fiber. Is that going to be alter? Nope, can't be alter. Later? No. Yeah, let's try that. What do you know? And then that's going to be otter. And then, oh man, let's go for crook. Nope. Well, at least we got it. Okay, so we did that. Let's get the sequence. Everett, huh? Lever, maybe? Nope. Stud. Heath, okay. Drape. Doggy. Dowdy. Oops. Enemy. And chunk. And medic. What do you know? Yeah, me too, Stephanie. Those are good noises. Good sounds. It looks like I have a spot in my green screen. It's popping up in the... Maybe it's one of the mics or something. I don't know. So is it curvy or curry? Let's do thorn. There you go, Bill. And that's going to be youth. Man, I'm getting itchy today. Maybe it's time of year or something. Getting some allergies coming back at my old age. Alright, let's put in plum. Oops. And that one's paws, is it? And curly. And I'm gonna say wild, I guess, yeah. And blind. And rebel or lever. And liner. Oh, what do you know? That's all of them, right? I feel like I missed one somehow. No, we did the sequence, right? Yep, we did the sequence. Yeah, alright, I just, guess I'm just, well, clearly I'm erroneous. Alright, so let's come over to here and take off my glasses and deal with my itchy face. Holy mackerel. I have to get out that beard brush and brush my whole face. Right? Holy mackerel. I'm gonna have a drink of water. I didn't wipe off that Labradorite. It's a little, well, hopefully it won't be too unattractive. You know what I'm going to do? Just cause here's that tray that's out of my, that was the Japanese tray that was in my mom's mahjong set. Well, thanks, Stephanie. I'm glad you liked it. It's getting to be about time for that first break. So I will take that first break and see what we're doing. Okay, here we go. We're back. Okay. Do I want to keep tapping on that thing? You know, I don't think I do. I think I might come back to that later. I think just because it's readily available and handy, I'm going to do this. Fit weird this way, but at least it's, you know, more, it's easier for me to do the beard brushing when that cable is not crossing my face. Well, I don't make math videos very often, well, ever really, except for, I guess there's at least one on my original channel. Mostly just because I don't do math anymore, so, you know, I'd feel a little, you know, a little out of practice. Well, more than a little out of practice, I don't know. I suppose I could look into it. Well, it's become such a consistent thing now, Stephanie, that, yeah, no, I guess not. I've become a well-trained monkey. I think other people like the beard brushing as well. Oops, don't bang things so much, Bill. Banging noises aren't as nice as other noises. Oh, so I was out walking around, you know, doing whatever one does, and, you know, and running errands in the afternoon, and I was going along on this street called Foothill Boulevard in Hayward, and there's this creek that kind of runs under it. There's this little sort of overpass thing over, you know, for Foothill to go over the creek, and there was an egret in the creek, doing his thing, you know, poking his little pointy beak getting some stuff to eat. It was crazy. It was cool. Anyway. Otherwise, Quan, if you want to make requests, you can just send me an email. The email's on my channel. I mean, I don't promise to do requests, you know what I mean? But, you know, it can't hurt to ask. I will at least, you know, read them. It was funny because I walked by the very same part of the creek later in the day, you know, because I went going someplace and saw him, then coming back. The egret wasn't there, but there was a couple of geese in the water. They were up the stream from where the egret was, but so I don't know whether the geese chased the egret off or whether it, you know, had its fill and took off and they just showed up, or I don't know. I was just a dude walking down the street, man. Frieden für alle? Is that auf Deutsch? I don't know, man. Oh man, I remember, Stephanie, speaking of herons, when I was a kid, my class, we went on this camping trip well, it was a camping trip. And it was near this farm, and they were near a reserve that's over, I guess, north of, I don't remember if it was as far as Mendocino. I don't think we drove that far, but that sort of direction of the world. So anyway, apparently there's an animal bird reserve there for those big blue herons, because I guess they lay their eggs and do nesting somewhere. I don't know, someplace north of Point Reyes, I guess. Anyway, it was, yeah, it was pretty cool. And they had these little lookout places where we could go and sit and see where the science people looked to, you know, with their little telescope things to watch them kind of across the way through a little bird hide thing. And so they let us take turns going in there and looking and checking it out. It was pretty groovy. I like stuff like that. I don't think they get to do many field trips like that these days, you know. At least maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do and I just don't see it. But birds with slender necks and long legs. Okay, I think I'm going to take a break from the beard brushing now for a while. I can always come back to it, maybe. Maybe. So what's going to be next? Hmm. Oh, since it didn't get, we didn't get to it at all last week, I don't think. I didn't do any. Oops. Oops. I hope that wasn't too horrible banging into that. Yikes. Sorry about that. Yeah, water birds are pretty groovy. Anyway, I didn't get to the skateboard last week, so see if I can position myself sufficiently. It would be nice if I had like tons of money, because then I could just like have a recording studio sort of thing set up, like like for TV stuff. You know what I mean? So you could just like have one soundstage be for the live stream stuff, and I could just have stuff set up that way. You know what I mean? It's just you just never move them. They're just set that way. The levels are set right. Everything's just set right. You just turn everything on and fire it up. But alas, I don't have that. Okay, let's spin some wheels, shall we? I need to get a better position for that. There we go, that's a little better. What do you think? Oh, what did anybody think of my the latest NNSBB thing? At first I was thinking I was too heavy-handed on the low-end stuff, but now I'm thinking I wish I'd have gone even harder. I'll switch over here like this. Turn this around a little bit like me. Yeah, that's more or less a comparable sort of position. Oh, you haven't watched it yet, Stephanie? What? Yeah, I think when I did the trip that I was just mentioning, that I think I was either 5th or 6th grade, so I was like 10 or 11. So, man, but it was, Oh, hey, is that Afner? Afner 608. Well, I'm glad that you have been around, even if you haven't been participating. Yeah, aloha sibling. And, yeah, anyway, they're welcome. Yeah, well, I mean, if you've been here, that seems silly to say welcome, but... Oh, yeah, Freedom, there's going to be one, another mind test this Monday. Oops, I need to spin that wheel, don't I? There we go, let's get that. Let's get those bearings. Ace, how's it going? How did I get into ASMR exactly? I don't know exactly. I can give you sort of roughly. I sort of found, which I think like a lot of people, ASMR through videos that were being called whisper videos at the time. And then, of course, through that, other stuff like, tapping and scratching and stuff. But my first discovery of the ASMR community was via whisper videos. And the first person I was a huge fan of was Whisper Crystal. And then, of course, Gentle Whispering. And then Whisper Crystal just sort of dropped off the map. But Maria, of course, has been going steady ever since, hasn't she? Anyway, in 2012, for a whole lot of reasons, I gave up drinking, and two sort of things happened simultaneously. One, I kind of came to realize that I had for quite a while gotten quite a bit out of the ASMR community as a community, as well as the content and all of that, and then it was also useful for me as far as relaxation and all of that, going through having quit drinking. And anyway, that coupled with the idea that I would want to give back to the community, since I get so much from it. Anyway, and I needed something to do. I wasn't hanging out in bars anymore, so it kind of just started off that simply, and then kind of grew from there. So how's that for an origin story? Okay, hang on, let's see, I think I'm behind in the comments. Okay. Mastermind video. No, I don't know when that will be. I'll have to look. This Monday will be mind test, and I don't know what I'm going to be playing the following Monday yet. I have to look at, mostly what I do is I look at when was the last time I played one, and then how well it did. And then, you know what I mean? And then I try to balance, some sort of, oh, that did pretty good, and that's been a while, you know what I mean? That kind of thing is, so we'll see. So maybe soon, I'm not sure. And did my granddad talk about the war? Not really, no. I've never heard any conspiracy theories about Whisper Crystal. I mean, I've heard just vague things. It was like maybe she had to quit because it was because of her family or her husband or something like that. I don't know, but anything more specific than that. So. Well, thanks, Melon Bowl. That's, well, if you've seen the most recent video, then you know that that's, important to me to get that kind of feedback from you guys. So, Huh. So, all things considered, Stephanie, you're a relative newbie. And I guess, let's see, it's 2026. And coming up, it'll be, I guess I started the channel in September of 2012. So that'll be 14 years in just a few months. Okay, I'll have to Google it and see. Thanks. Hey, Moss Bum, how's it going? What are we doing on time? Oopsie daisy. I didn't notice it. Time for me to take a break. I'll be back, and then I'll do some more skateboard stuff. Let's do, there we go, I'm back. Okay, so, I need to catch up on some comments. And, wait, what? Avner feels old. Okay, so now what am I going to do? I'm going to get that skateboard back is what I'm going to do. Skateboard back. And let's do some spinning wheel, spinning round. Let's get a good spin on that. What goes up? I better stop right there, right? Otherwise we're going to get sued. Let's get a better spin on that, shall we? I like that sound so much. Okay, looks like I'm getting some comments going. with the real ace, I don't know. I've been asked that before, and I keep saying it's a thing that I've been thinking about, and I just don't ever do anything about it. So I don't know. Clearly, I've got a mental block about it or something. So I don't know. But yeah, I should probably do that. Yeah, that's a good close-up, isn't it? Yeah, I do want to learn how to do the mods myself. But that's, still a little ways in the future, but because I think the current plan is that I'm going to finish the building. I'm going to find somebody else's game to play in survival mode just to kind of get an idea about what it feels like. And then go from there. I think I'm going to try to... Although I don't know. Do I want to do mods and furnish the place before I do survival mode? I don't know. Probably. You know what I mean? Yeah. I kind of want to figure out how to do the mods. Anyway, I gotta see if there's other comments. Oh yeah, it's just yeah, that's just a piece of metal, man. Doesn't there's no bar turning inside of it. My salt and pepper beard. I don't know, not really. I don't. It's it's the color it is, and I don't mind it. I mean, I am amused that my beard has gotten so pale, but let me get my hair on the back of my head. Well, the hair on the top of my head is pretty much almost gone, but my head gets cold. So that, and I hate these damn wispy hairs. They're freaking, I don't know. Anyway, but the hair is actually much darker than my beard, which is, well, it is what it is. Here, come on. But I found these little skull cap things, and they're just about like perfect for me to wear on my head and to keep my head warm and without being, overly too hot or anything, because they're just about the same thickness as like a t-shirt, even lighter than that, to be honest. Anyway, back to spinning wheels. Alright, switch over here again for a little bit, and then I'll do a different trigger for a while. I promise. It won't just be all skateboard tonight. Oh man, I really dig this sound. Okay, yeah, you know, I should switch for. There's a little gnat. Get out of here. Let's put this down here. So, I'll save the brushing of the microphone for later. And I'll save the block of wood for later too. You know, I will. Oops. That might have clued in some of you, right? Oh, let's see what we got. And where am I at? Rare shot, yeah. Yes, I was married many, many years ago. Yeah, I need to go look at what's going on over there, the relays, just because I'm not, you know, after I lost access to my original channels, the YouTube thing is, yeah, it isn't what it should be. So, I don't know, I keep hoping there'll be some way I can figure that out. But in any case, I don't want to get into that tonight. Yeah, well, where is Vexing? I'll wait till he shows up before we do any tracing. But oh, cool, Phoenix. That's one of my favorite videos of my own. Let me clear my throat again. Oh, you know, I should make a video about vacations at my grandparents' house. That's not a bad idea. I should, yeah, I don't know. Hey, Dark Oats, what's going on? All right, here we go. What's going on here? Oh my goodness, something is stuck on the thing. Well, we'll see about this. Relaxing podcast. You like turtle soup? I just saw that. See about doing the other side. I've never played any of the Grand Theft Auto games. is no set time for how long it takes me to come up with anything. I mean, coming up with stuff, it kind of just happens. And so, an idea will strike me, and I'll go, oh, that's interesting. I'll try to remember that to make a video out of it. For me, it's figuring out how I'm going to make it, and then, of course, making it, and then being okay with it, I mean, because I'm not too persnickety in some ways, but in some ways I kind of am, I don't know. Like the one that just came out yesterday, that took several days. And there's really nothing to it as far as the visuals are concerned, you know what I mean? Alright, let's put this down. And what will we do? What will we do? Oh, you know what? How about some of the new ones? I guess they're not really new anymore. Okay, looks like a couple of... Alright, come on, this thing comes... Marbles from the dollar store. You mean like just little glass marbles that people used to play marbles with? I don't have any of those. I do have some of those Chinese balls for do the thing for exercising your hand. And I thought about doing that, but every time I do anything that has to do with my hands moving, the camera goes waggy. So I have to be careful, even when I'm just making noises with stuff. Sometimes the thing just goes nuts. Anyway. I like sea glass. Oh, I never thought about doing a live book reading, but I have done videos. I don't really watch TikTok, so although they have kind of made their way over here with the little shorts and all of that. But yeah, it seems like there's a whole collection of especially attractive young women who do very, very aggressive tapping. And I'm okay with the tapping being, because I even do tapping that's fairly quick sometimes as far as how fast it happens. But I don't like it being, just aggressive, harsh. Oh, it's almost time for another break. Okay, Kwan, there'll probably be another one of those at some point. Who knows when, but the rambling videos are sometimes they're paradoxical. I mean, it's easy because once I just start rambling, it's just rambling, you know what I mean? But sometimes it's just getting the ball rolling. Okay, it's time to take another break, and then we'll do some more different things with triggers. And we're back. And okay, so I think I'm done with the other. I'll switch to this one. This one's cool because since it's green, it shows up as basically just kind of clear, but it's like weird clear because it's the whole green thing. And oopsie daisy, hang on a sec. Something weird's going on here. There we go. Okay, now I can see comments. Fast fashion, that's funny. Okay, I like this sound a lot. You have a problem. A telepathy ASMR video. MSC, I could probably make that work, ASMR of the mind, it's the purest kind, right? Yeah, it's a good sound. I could try it right now. Okay, here we go. So is that any better than the... Oh, 600. Your previous comment. I must not have. Let me scroll up and see if I can find it. The last one I saw was the one about the marbles. Unless there's one you're talking about from before that. I don't know. So maybe... So I guess I must not have seen it, so maybe you could remake it. And I'll try and be more alert. Well, I'm glad you can make it, Gigi. Oh yeah, unintentional ASMR, right, yes. The guy that does one of those, he does pure ASMR and pure unintentional ASMR, and I kind of did a couple of odd collaborations with him for a minute. He was trying to help me grow my original channel, and then like it kind of just, yeah, I don't know, it just sort of evaporated. He had a new kid though, so I mean, like a new baby, so that probably had a lot to do with it. It's like, priority of doing collaborations with some old weirdos, probably became very small. But yeah, I'm familiar with unintentional ASMR. I think it's kind of cool. In a way that kind of drives some of my, when I come up with weird little things to, like the chopstick in the jar and, that kind of stuff. And of course my collection of crinkle stuff, which I'll probably do here a little bit. Oh, speaking of crinkle, I haven't seen Ben here today, have I? So I know he's a big fan of the crinkling stuff. Alright, how about we do some crinkling? That's what we'll do. We will do some crinkling. A crinkling we will go. A crinkling we will go. think kind thoughts for everybody. How about that? Crinkling in honor of Ben Cole. Okay, itchy beard. Itchy beard. Hey, Red Hot, how's it going? Okay, switch to another crinkling device. Let's see, I'll set this over here. About there. And here, let's just pull this. How about it's the metallicized plastic snack bar wrapper. Metallicized plastic snack bar wrapper. Funk soul, brother. Well, what is it with that ridiculous string of... Is this one of those bot sort of things? Do we need to block that? Zamp, whatever the hell. I don't think that was a guy. I think that was a bot or something. I don't understand what that was about, but so I just made them hidden. We can get our chill vibes back, yeah. Hey James, how's it going? I am doing okay. I hope it's gone well for you as well. Oh yeah, because it's already after midnight for you, isn't it, Red Hot? Well, I'm glad you made it. I need to. I know I've said this before. I just haven't figured out what the best strategy for it is, but I'm thinking that periodically I'm going to make a live stream that's at a different than the normal scheduled time, just so that it'll be available for other people now and again. You know, it just seems kind of like that. Like it could be the fair thing to do. Well, that's good to hear, James. Well, at least it's Saturday night, right, Red Hot? You know, so if you don't have to be up early tomorrow, then you're all okay, man. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Let's get a different crinkling device. How about the Craft? Oopsie daisy. I have to look at the other thing here. There we go. Wonder how that happened. Zippity doo dah. There we go. Anyway, the Craft shipping envelope. Well, this is the one that is just Craft paper. It doesn't have any bubble wrap inside, but Craft paper can make good noises, so. Oopsie daisy. Oh, you know what I saw the other day that I want really badly is spirograph. I don't know how many of you will be able to remember a spirograph. I'm certain MSC knows what spirograph is. Have we talked about spirograph already here? Seems like maybe we have, but man, I want spirograph. Crinkle, 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 crinkle. Okay, time to take another break. I'll be right back. So, I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I guess I should read the comments, shouldn't I? Oh, yeah, I want to do Red Hot some more Google Earth-ish stuff, as well as I'm going to incorporate more of the not GeoGuessr, the OpenGuessr. And I hadn't thought about playing K-Diamonds, but certainly I could play some K-Diamonds in a bit, Stephanie. Hey, Geekswall. Yeah, I really like the whole spirograph thing, man. I gotta figure out a thing of. I don't know what that was about. It seems to be more or less over with now. Thanks, Darth. Or should I say Darth? Is that... I'm not going to say your name right. Jochin? Jokin? Jochin? Jochin? I don't know. I really like the way this thing crinkles. Is there any good for me, man? Yeah, it's amazing how crinkles can kind of just sound like other stuff. Sometimes it reminds me of fire, sometimes, yeah, like rain. Makes me think of all the stuff I've seen. And people would leave fully work for the movies, radio, and stuff like that. To give sound to the stuff that you can't see. Or actually just to make sounds that don't exist, right? Like, laser beam sounds and spaceship sounds and all that kind of stuff. Now, time permitting, we might come back to this. Let's just put it where we're here, I guess, for the moment. Okay. All right, I'm going to do one last crinkly thing, and then I will play some K-Diamonds. So, I wonder how many of you can guess what the last crinkly thing will be, at least for this part of the crinkle. It is the green suit in a wrapper. do. You know, that varies. It depends on how well I'm vibing with the trigger at the moment, right? Like tonight, crinkles are really good for me. But sometimes it's something else. I think, I guess the correct answer most of the time for me, Mossbun, is that my favorite trigger to make is the one I'm currently doing. You know what I mean? It kind of Dr. Dimitri, right? Okay, I'm going to put this aside for now. Let's put this aside for now. And let's see if I can get OBS to read K-diamonds. There we go. Let's put this over here like this. And let me see if I go to here and I do this. K-diamond, what do you know? Boy, it did show up. So here we go. I need to go do this though about sound. Here I'm going to do this. Let's come back over to here like this. And let me go this like this. Nope, this like this. There we go. And I want to go down to here. And okay, that should be okay. And then I should go to here. Okay, let's see if it will do the thing it's supposed to do, shall we? So how is the sound? Is it at a good level? Or do I need to tinker with it some more? Seems like it's okay this time. But I know we had to tinker with it last time. And now there's dogs upstairs doing some more stuff. There's always dogs upstairs doing some stuff. Ooh, there's a plane going. I really like that sound. You know, the distant plane flying overhead sound. Hey, is that heisty edits? Wait, what? Your favorite trigger is someone cutting in line after waiting 45 minutes. Okay, I don't think that's exactly the trigger that everybody else was thinking of, but okay. For a while, huh? No, that didn't go very far, did it? another sentence. Bell's trigger Microsoft. That's funny. I mean, yeah, if we're looking for negative triggers, there's a whole collection for me, but oh, hey, Nasal Penny. Well, I'm glad you dropped by. It's good to have you poke in and say hello. Hey, Craft Clash, how's it going? And I'll do that. And then I'll do that. What have I been up to, Zowie? A little bit of gardening. Actually, I guess I should say quite a bit of gardening, to be honest. Mostly trying to deal with weeds. Because I'm not dumping chemicals in the yard, I'm pulling them and stuff like that. So, and some other stuff around the house needs doing. Trying to get on top of whatever this stuff is that I do. I don't know, have I done anything else that's been terribly interesting? Oh, I guess the past couple of days I've wasted too much time playing these match games where you match two things together to make a different thing. They're silly as hell, but I find them amusing. You like which idea? Solitaire Sunday. Oh, is that the idea that you like Mossman? I get it now. Okay. That's not something that couldn't, I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Thanks, Heisty, and I hope you have a nice rest of your evening or sleep or whatever it is you're doing and the rest of your weekend and all of that. And come by and next time you can. That'd be great. Let me make sure I keep an eye on that. Time for the break thing. And that one like that. I guess we'll move that one like that then. How's that? Oh, there is some bit of news. I mean, not that it'll... much to you guys in that, sense, except for the fact that I mention her. But so my middle niece, who's the youngest niece, who's currently staying with us, she just heard back, and she got accepted. They're hiring her to do, she's going to be a crime scene investigator in Southern California. So she's going to, go investigate crimes. What is this, Bill Max? Why not try get the insane emphasis on my name all of a sudden there, but I don't know. There you go. Thanks, Quan. One way I'm really pleased for my niece, because it's like there's so many people I know that go, spend money and effort and, the whole thing, right? It's money and effort in order to, get a college education. And a lot of people never get to actually pursue their, chosen field because, there's just not the jobs, Yeah, anyway, but I'm really pleased for her that she's going to actually get to do her chosen field. It's pretty groovy. Anyway. Oops, time to take a break again. Oh, I was doing K-Diamonds, wasn't I? So let's go back. We'll do that for a little while more, and then I will think of something else to do. Okay, let's get some comments here. Thanks, Talvern. I will let her know that you guys have cheered her on. I'm Bill Nye, the science guy. Okay, I didn't get it. Hypothetically, of course, MSC. Okay, let's play a little bit of the thing here, and there we go. The floating wizard head spinning around. That's funny. That's funny. Excuse me. That kind of came on and surprised me there. Yeah, you know what? We could do some mic brushing. Yes, of course. I should be doing mic brushing. I will do mic brushing in the last segment because I like to do the brush over here, whisper over there thing. And yeah, and I think that leads well into doing the lullaby thing at the end, which I guess I've just started doing because why not? I keep toying with the idea of actually trying to go find Brahms' lullaby and listen to it to, so I can actually have an idea about what in the world's happening. Man, my throat is dry and scratchy. I guess it's a common occurrence on Saturday nights, so. I mean, I guess it could be a time of day thing, right? Because, I mean, that's part of the whole issue with my back is, I mean, there's times that I'll sit for longer than 20 minutes at a stretch during the day, but by the time it's the end of the day, my back gets tired quick. Yeah, if you're awake for the lullaby, you just woke up. Hey, where's Vexing? I was kind of holding off on doing tracing until he shows up. Although I guess it's possible to do tracing in the same segment as the brushing and whispering, you know, little sequence or whatever you want to call that. Yeah, I have tried CBD for my back, and it didn't cut it. It just didn't cut it. Hey, Vexing, there you go. I was just wondering where you were because I was talking about whether or not I should do tracing. But since you're here, I suppose the answer to that question is yes. Okay, well, I've now caught up on the comments, and I will switch back into the scene mode, and yeah, let's do some tracing. And back here we go, the trusty Blocko Labradorite, which is, it's not as clean as it could be, but it'll have to be clean enough. All right, so here we go. I will do the numbers first today, and I'll go 0 to 9 that way. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, this time I will do, oops, don't kick the bag, oh crinkle stuff, Bill. I will do the smaller lowercase letters first. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And so now I will do the capital letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, M, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see what I've missed in the comments. Could you read all in one Lord of the Rings books before you get them? And just like the whole book. Oh, Zowie, you're not asking for much, are you? Alright, I'm going to go back to this one just because I like it. What else was I thinking I might go back to? Well, you know, I hadn't done the good old chunk of wood. Well, you know, I'll wait and do that. I'll do the good old chunk of wood and then brushing on the end grain for just a couple of minutes. And then I'll do brushing on the microphones. And then I will end with the lullaby thing. Yeah, I don't blame you, Red Hot. Sometimes the worst that can happen is they just say no. And other times it's, you know. Oh, you know what I was going to do? And I'll do this just for a little bit more, and then I'm gonna do some more skateboard. I want to do more skateboard stuff. I am. I think I'm gonna do that tonight. Let's do some more skateboard stuff. Yeah. Such a nice sound. Let's have a little bit more of that. And then maybe I'll tap on the bottom of the deck as well. Doing the other side. Quit kicking things, Bill. Okay. Yep, only 20 minutes left. Bonus hour night. Nah, sorry, Rob. Yeah, San Diego's beautiful. That's I spent a fair amount of my life down there. I was born in Chula Vista, some of you will know that, which is in that area. 24. What? You mean you were watching a different program other than me? How dare you, Rob? But I mean, that's why there's the on-demand thing, man. You can watch it for that. Let's do a little bit of going on that side, and then going on that side, and then going on this side, and then going on this side. All right, let's get some more spinning around here. I should get like a cheap little electric screwdriver and put like a rubber ball on the end of it to use to drive these, you know what I mean? To get them spinning really fast. Okay, let me put the skateboard down and read the last few comments before I take a quick break and then do the last segment. Oops. Dude, zowie. Sorry about that, guys. Holy mackerel, I gotta stop keeping things under my desk. Anyway. Thanks, Rob. I'm glad you liked it. Your cat likes it too. That's cool. Oh, Master Lock. Yeah, those are pretty good, huh? Yep. I'm going to be doing the mic brushing in just a little bit. So I'm going to tap on the, well, you'll see what's going to happen. There will be mic brushing though, as well as a little bit of tapping. Anyway, I'll take a quick break and I'll be right back. Okay, and so I'm going to be doing just a little bit of tapping on the good old chunk of wood. Then I will brush on the end grain of the good old chunk of wood. And then I will brush on the microphone. And you know the routine. I brush over there while I whisper over here, kind of thing. Oh, you know what, here, let me turn off the white clock because we don't need to see that anymore. There won't be any more of those for tonight. Okay, let's do some brushing on the end grain. let's get to brushing on microphones and whispering into other microphones. Start with just basically brushing on the microphone. Just a little bit of brushing on the microphone. And now we'll switch over, and I will brush on the other microphone. And we'll brush on this microphone for a short bit. And then I'll start doing the whispering thing. I'm thinking I need to make like a diagram or something, so that I could put, which triggers I'm going to do in what order. You know what I mean? So that way people will just know if they've already missed a trigger, or if it's going to be coming up or something like that. I don't know, maybe. Or maybe I'll just leave it as it is, and it'll just be at my whim. You will be at the mercy of my whim. Okay. Actually, I need to move the skateboard a little bit. And here we go. The people upstairs are, well, that's my niece and her partner. They're the ones that are moving out. I'm not sure who's moving into that room, but we'll find out. Anyway, we will go back to brushing over there while I whisper over here, at least for a couple of minutes, and then I will switch to doing the lullaby for the last couple of minutes. Thanks, Red Hot. So I will brush over there. Whisper here. And brush over Okay. Apologize for that. Now we'll do the half-assed attempt at the lullaby. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da. Da, 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 ba, 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 da, 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 la, da, 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 da. Do, 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 Okay, gang. I think that's it for tonight's thing. Thanks, y'all. Quan super things, the super thank you on the old channel. Those are still, they should still be valid or active over there. But anyway, I hope everybody had a good time. I had a good time. This Monday is my test Monday, so look for that. And otherwise, I'm not sure what's happening otherwise next week. Otherwise. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next week. So, but there'll be something. And then, next Saturday, hope to see you guys.